This fuzz fixes what I often don't particularly get on with other fuzz pedals.
This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
David Barber makes a few of my favourite pedals, and when he asked me, are you a fuzz guy, I said not exactly. But anyway, he said, maybe you check this one out. So this is his Exacta Fuzz, and I'm going to try it into the Fender Deluxe Reverb because I know that's what David Barber also trials some of his stuff with. We've got broad range of vintage and modern fuzz sounds at your fingertips. So we've got volume, 12 o'clock is a good starting point. Tone, sets the EQ balance. It's designed to sound best with 10 to 12 o'clock as a starting point. As we go the other way, further up, bass is decreased and treble is increased, and then bass stronger. Then we've got overall sustain and fuzz. Then we've got a left toggle between flat EQ on the left, jumbo bender, and the classical triangle sound scoop mids, and then the sludge selector, how much low end is pushed through the circuit. Deep and woolly, that sounds like me. Right, so let's try it. That's my clean. So, moment of truth, let's turn on the Exacta Fuzz. We're into the normal channel of a Deluxe Reverb. So more mids to the left, that's definitely more me. Tone. More treble, less bass. Mids, less treble. Awesome. So, I mean, for me, normally fuzz I don't associate with feeling particularly great, but this. Sounds huge. Right, I'm going to record an intro. That's a really, really cool pedal. Let's get this click going. This fuzz fixes what I often don't particularly get on with other fuzz pedals, which is that you kind of have control of volume, you kind of have some aspect of control of tone, but in my experience, never quite to the level that this does in such a simple way. So, you know, just having this switch here, which basically controls that idea of like either a mid forward or mid scooped and somewhere in between kind of tone. So this one here, I'd always, because I'm using single coils, be likely to use that with the more mid forward voicing. And then on this other side, then letting the amount of bass that you want into the circuit or out of the circuit, however you want to think about it. And then also having this sort of EQ tilt type situation where it's like I can tilt it this way to have more treble, more brightness, or as I'm using the bridge pickup of a Strat for my lead tones or a Telly, kind of tilting that back the other way so I get a more rounded sound with less of the harshness into a Deluxe Reverb. It's just perfect basically, and also small, friendly for your pedal board. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect from this when David Barber asked me, do I want to check one out? But, you know, I'm a big fan of David's stuff, and this is, I think, the most tweakable fuzz that I've tried, and kind of does all of those things that I would want in a fuzz pedal. So I just wanted to make a video for him. It's not sponsored, but he has sent me this pedal, so it is sponsored. But I'm not being paid to make the video, if that makes sense. I'll catch you in another video soon. Let me know if you've tried an Exacta Fuzz, and if you do end up trying one, say to David, John seemed to like this pedal. I think the other fuzz pedals that I've quite liked, the JHS Crimson, which was based on a big muff, I liked that with the mid pushed in. The Jam Red Muck, which Graham Coxon got Jam pedals to send over to me, that one with the mid in as well, really cool. And of course I've got a Pete Cornish NG2, which is a bit different. The other fuzz pedal that I want to demo, but I need to get Jake to take it off his board, is the Zoink, which to me, when he's playing it live, sounds insane. But anyway, this is a really cool fuzz.